You've named geography as one sort of boundary that, that poetry sort of can butt up against, and talked about why it's important. What are some other boundaries you think that exist for poetry and or poets, and why do you think it's important, or how might we traverse those boundaries?
History is another one of those things. There is so much shared history, particularly history that is taught as though it is unique and individual and separate and apart. One of the examples that I often cite for students is the Brazilian poet Mário de Andrade, who has this poem that's called Improvisation on the Dead Boy, which may be a poem about the death of his younger brother. I don't know. People say it might be. I don't know. He never said. But I like the fact that here it is, 1922, and here's a poet who is clearly influenced by American jazz musicians. He's doing this poem that's an improvisation. And the poem is not the kind of elegy that we're accustomed to reading. He's not grieving the death of this young boy. He's saying, get the blank out of here, dead boy. I don't want you anymore. Don't come to me in the night bringing me your dreams. You're dead. I want to forget you. So it's a poem of anger toward the dead person. And I think it's important that it's called an improvisation. I think it's important that the speaker abuses the dead person for dying, simply for dying. And the rejection of death in that poem is really quite fascinating to me. The translations of the poem are pretty, you know, and so, you know, one of my tasks is to kind of, you know, see what I can do with it. But in looking at that poem, what we're looking at is an Afro-Brazilian poet who was the founder of the Week of Modern Art in Brazil. He was the person who came up with the concept, and he was the figure around whom all of this work across the arts there was this constant constellation around him. And if we can't cross language and geography and history, then we can't know him. We can't know his work.